What's up, YouTube? Overpacking my pipe. What's up, Piper Dave? Put way too much Orlik Golden Slice in this thing. I don't know if that's a thing, but there we go. Hey, Austrian Piper, how's it going? Mm-hmm. I always find that one flake is just a little too big for the pipe that I want to smoke it in. But it is delicious. Oh, there you go. Nice. Yeah, cool, Austrian Piper. Nice to see you in alive. It's awesome. I don't see you around too much. Little insomnia got you tonight? There we go. Man, I love that Orlik Golden Slice. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, it was fun. We did it pretty quick. We didn't linger too long, middle of the week and all, but it was fun. We got a pretty good turnout. We had like, I don't know, 21 people in or something like that hanging out with us, so it was pretty nice. I think we're gonna have to do another one before long, but I want to let it rest for a little while. I want to just enjoy my pipes and not go scrambling through the internet to find all of the video responses and comments, blah, blah, blah. It was fun, and I really appreciate everybody's responses, but it's nice to just kick back and enjoy the hobby again for a little while. What's up, Piper John? It is, I don't know, 8 p.m. Eastern time for me. Dave, I forget, where are you from, buddy? You must be an East Coaster. Hmm, that's right, Cincinnati. First time smoking this little Dr. Grabo, but I like it. Nice little billiard. They call it a Royalton. I don't know. It's got this kind of neat stem to it. I like it. Nice little small cork pipe. Hmm. Yeah, I like it. What's going on, Ohio Piper? A couple Ohio Pipers around here. Yeah, you bet, Brian. Of course. Hopefully, you got a couple subscribers yesterday. Maybe you'll get a couple more here shortly. Just means you're going to have to do some videos. What's everybody smoking this evening? What's up, Eric? You weren't going live tonight, were you? I feel like I'm monopolizing the airwaves here. Oh, cool, Brian. Nice. Finally got your thesis all completed. That must be a little bit of a load off, except for the final review and all that nonsense. I've been looking at a couple of Molina pipes. I'm not sure yet. They seem pretty affordable. Uh, some cool designs and stuff. So you can get a pretty decent looking bulldog for like, I don't know, 60 bucks or something like that, I found. So I was thinking about it. Nice. You'll have to show them off, bud. I'm using my patented chopper cutter today. Got a couple more bowls on there. Oh, I should have let you go live before I jumped in, so you could do your yabo and all that. Yeah, got bats flying around me right now. Gnats and bats. Yeah, probably both. I'm loving this little pipe, honestly. For a cheapy little Dr. Grabo. Sometimes the cheap ones just smoke better. I don't even know. Actually, my favorite pipes were probably, you know, I've got my country gentlemen's and things like that that you spend 10 bucks on. Maybe it's that you don't feel like you're gonna break it or you can't overuse it. You know what I mean? something about that that makes it a more enjoyable pipe. Making connections here. There are a lot of Ohio YTPC members these days, we find. Harriet Herfer and Big Casper are both from Ohio. Somebody else was talking about Ohio. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe it was Brian that we were talking about was from Ohio. A lot of Ohio folks. It's awesome, man. I'm telling you. I seriously, after a month, I've made so many friends in the YTPC. Well, somebody's getting their car broken into. It's awesome. Every day, I've got an hour long commute to work and an hour back, obviously. And I just throw on the YouTube in the background, play their stereo, and listen to people just talking about piping. But 99% of the time, it's about just goodwill towards other people and the things that they're doing in their lives and the positive energy and all this stuff is just like so uplifting, and it just like melts away your stress. I have a stressful job, but when I start listening to some of these other folks just talking about just all the positivity that they're exuding in their videos, seriously helps me tremendously. What's up, Grump? It's weird not having to do like giveaway plugs in my live. Christy and I are going on vacation here tomorrow night. We start, and we're going to go up to Lake Ontario, do a little salmon and trout fishing. So I'll be doing a live probably tomorrow night or maybe Friday night just to check in, show you guys the surroundings, and let us know how things go with our beginning of our fishing trip. So that'll be fun. What's up, Lawn Smoke? Yeah, I saw you just posted that video about the Presbyterian mixture. I'm interested to see what you think about it. Not tried it yet. Mm. That Star of the East is delicious too. Nice. Is it pretty readily available, that Presbyterian, or is it hard to come by? I haven't even gone searching for it yet. Good. That'll be on my list for November. October is my no tobacco purchase month. I've decided. Too much tobacco laying around. I got to smoke up. Unless there's like an esoterica drop or something like that, then all bets are off. I've got quite a cellar going after just like 2 months of piping, so more than I could smoke in a year easily at this rate. I only smoke like a bowl a night, and that's it. So to get through a tin, it would take me forever. To get through 40 tins, well, you get the picture. Plus, I've got like 40 jars of samples I've got to get through that people have sent me. It's crazy. Exactly. I got to go put it down in the bomb shelter. What do you guys think? Do you think smoking tobacco will dry up in our lifetime? I wonder. I always think about things like that. Cigarettes, maybe. Maybe. I mean, in the last 10 years, it has been reduced. The population of cigarette smokers has been reduced significantly. But I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. It doesn't matter the demand. It's all about the farmers, the people who produce it on a commercial scale. So we have to think about that. There's a statistic out there that I'm probably going to misquote, but it's like 3% of the population are still farmers and they feed whatever the rest of the population with the crops that they produce. Thing is, are you going to buy Chinese tobacco? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. That's why I've got my cellar, and I'm pretty sure I could last 10 years off of what I have if I keep the same smoking rate. I don't know about you, but I don't want to smoke a bunch of lead and MSG, so not my thing. 30 years? That's it? That's all you intend on living? Smoke free by 2020. I'm not sure that's realistic. I've thought about that, Austrian Piper. I've actually been considering getting a couple planters and doing some tobaccos out here. It is a little bit too cool here, though, I think. So I'd have to do a greenhouse, but that'd be interesting. I've seen other YPC members who grow their own tobacco, so it'd be interesting. Yes, exactly. I wouldn't be, you know, looking to create a commercial crop out of it or anything like that. It'd be just for tinkering around with at the house and doing some blending, whatever. Hmm. Interesting. What's going on, Tamper Tantrum? It's always hard for me to say that name. Yeah, exactly. Just hanging out, brother. Just hanging out. What's up, Redstone? Not much, just hanging out. No agenda tonight, just chatting and chilling, enjoying my Orlick Golden Slice and this little billiard, Dr. Graybaugh billiard, Grabo, Graybaugh, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Night Law. See you later. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Nice. You know, I always want to drink a cup of coffee when I'm smoking my pipe, but lately, and most often, I'm smoking at night, so I don't want to get all wired up. Yeah, that Northwoods is good. I think I'm gonna have to order another pound just to throw in the cellar to age it up, and I want to get on it soon. So November 1st, that's part of my November order after my month of abstaining from buying tobacco. I'm making a list. Nice, nice. Yeah, I ordered 8 ounces of it, and I'm already about 3/4 of the way through it, which is pretty fast for me. I did give a little bit to Mel, and what's up, Ghost Cop? And I did use a little bit for a blend that I'm trying, but I've gotten through quite a bit of it already. Yeah, Ghost Cobb lives what, like 15 minutes away from Boswell's or something? Right down the road. Maybe not that close. I don't know. Night, Piper John. Thanks for popping by, buddy. 25 minutes. That's not too bad. Get you some fresh Northwoods anytime you want. So I don't know if you guys watched the video by London Calling. I know Redstone did. I watched that video about how he packs his coins, and then also about how he has decided to kind of shuck the normal, like tamping down the ash on your tobacco and charring light and all that stuff, you know. And what he's doing is he's smoking fresh tobacco all the way down by tipping out all the ash and not tamping whatsoever. So I'm trying that. It's working pretty well. You do have to light it up a little bit more, but it does taste pretty good all the way through the bowl. I personally like the taste of fresh tobacco, like that charring light taste is always the best for me. When it gets down to like 3/4 of the way down the bowl, it just starts tasting burnt and ashy to me. And some people think that gives it a depth of flavor, and maybe they're right, but I think for my stupid taste buds, it just doesn't taste right. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, it doesn't work too well with wet tobacco. And I did not dry this Orlick out nearly long enough. Hey, maybe. Yeah, maybe. He also doesn't pack his bowls very tight, and when he loads it up by stuffing it in to here. So there's like a little bit of a gap between the bottom of his bowl and the bottom of the tobacco. So when it expands, there's a lot of air pocket there. So when he gets down to the bottom of the bowl, it's really just burnt right through. So I imagine that he's smoking all the tobacco in his pipe, but he is having to light it a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, on my deep bowls, I always dump the ash about halfway through, start again. It's just I've always done that. And most of the time, I try not to tamp at all. A lot of times, I can get 3/4 of the way through a bowl if I've dried it properly and I get a good charring light on it. I don't even have to do a second light, and I just let it go. Yeah, and that's what I typically do, Grump. I'll tamp it right down. I just leave the ash in a bowl this size. I wouldn't even normally dump any ash out. What's up, Big Casper? Yeah, I hear you, man. So, Ghost Cab, I've got a pipe on the way from Pops. He made me a custom pipe forward to getting it. Hopefully, it comes this week. Sorry, something's going on with my internet out here. Thanks. Yeah, I think it just turned out wonderfully. In the pictures, it looks so awesome. I wanted a pipe that just like said fall. You know, when you look at it, it's just like fall, and he totally did that. Yeah, exactly. Ghost Cobb, do you know anybody else who owns an olive wood pipe or pipe? I know Mel does. They're all little different, you know. Well, actually, they're all very different. The pipes that you smoke are freaking amazing, and they're all just so different. Oh, did you? Yeah, I'd be interested to see everybody's olive wood pipes. I'm sure they're all very unique. All right, Dave, take care, buddy. Good to see you. Carl's such a good guy, man. I couldn't believe how quickly he cranked that pipe out. Like it took him, I don't know, a week, if that. It was crazy. And he made me a matching tamper and everything. It's just amazing. Yeah, Redstone, that pipe is awesome too. I'd love to have Jay make me a pipe, but a little bit out of my price range right now. Might be might be a Christmas gift or something that I get one of those. Trying to think of the most I've spent on a pipe so far. $60, I think. I got lucky with my Savinelli. I bought it on eBay completely unsmoked for $50. Let it go really cheap. Yeah. I certainly have a lot more money tied up in tobacco than I do in pipes right now. Oh, nice. Nice. His tampers are cool too, but he sent me a price list the other day, Jay, and I don't know. Just not ready for that yet, I don't think. Myself right now. I haven't even kept any of the tampers I've made, so I've been just sending them away as soon as I get them done. Hmm. Hey, James. How's it going, buddy? All right, Ohio Piper. See you later, buddy. I've got a ton of cobs. You know, I bought the 7 day set from Missouri Meerschaum and a few other oddball cobs because I wanted a couple of country gents because they're amazing smokers and good to knock around with. I bought a pipe cabinet. I found it on Letgo, and actually, somebody like 20 miles away from me was selling it for really cheap. I don't know if you've seen them before. They're from like the 70s, I think, and it's I don't know what kind of wood it is. It's dark stained wood. It's a glass fronted case, and the glass is laser etched with Sherlock Holmes smoking a calabash pipe. Apparently, they're pretty easy to find, and I've found a few on eBay for I don't know $100 a piece or something like that. I bought this one for 50 and cleaned it up. I'll have to do a I'll have to do video on that at some point and show you. Yeah, I will. It's pretty cool. I got pretty lucky early on. I got that Savinelli for $50, and I got that pipe case for $50. I was thrilled. This was before I even got on YouTube. My hutch. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It is a hutch. I forgot. Derek Tant would skin me alive. Excuse me. I'd actually take you up there and show you it right now live, but it's in the bedroom, and I don't know if there's underwear laying around or something. You guys don't need to see that. I did that video yesterday of my tobacco cellar, so I guess I ought to show my pipes now too. Not that there's much to show, but I got a couple things, a couple interesting ones. Maybe I'll do it when I get my Yabo from Pops. You're probably pretty close, Redstone. Believe it or not, I am a pretty nerdy dude. I've never seen an episode of Doctor Who. I'm sure I would just jump on it, but and watch years worth of Doctor Who reruns if I did, and that's what I'm afraid of. I just won't watch it because I know I'll just get drawn right in. Yeah. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes, right? I mean, it spanned decades, this show, right? So I don't know. I guess you could just pick up in like contemporary Doctor Who if you wanted to do that, but I I'm a completionist and I can't just start in the middle somewhere. I just can't do it. I see the King Kong stuff. I see a couple of Clash of the Titans or something like that in the background. I tend to like analyze your videos and look at all of the little figurines and things you have around in your workshop. All right, Ghost Cobb. See you later, buddy. Good to see you. Nice. Fireplug, you're gonna watch a DVD game? Interesting. I feel like you need to explain that more. Hey, buddy. All right. Night, Brian. Thanks for jumping in, bud. Good luck with finishing up your thesis and all that good stuff. Nice. I don't watch Twitch too much. I really probably should. The only thing I'd probably watch is people playing Destiny 2. Oh, I know what D&D is. Trust me. But the D&D that I played had THAC0. So if you know what that is, then I think we're on the same level. I'm revealing myself a little bit. I don't know anybody who plays it here anymore either. Yeah. I kind of miss it, you know. We played a lot of role playing games when I was younger. Actually, believe it or not, Christy, nice. Christy and I used to play um, a role playing game called Vampire the Masquerade. I don't know if anybody else knows about that one. Maybe Redstone Piper does, but that one's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Bad as in extremely nerdy. D&D at least now is like vintage or like hipster or something. I don't know. Vampire the Masquerade is just a little scary. Nice. Nice. I've been tempted to download an emulator and play Oregon Trail for years. I think about it off and on because that's like fond memories of my childhood for sure. Man. For me, it was, when you slaughtered too many buffalo and you just couldn't carry all the meat back. So, in my mind, I'm thinking of any particular scene from Dances with Wolves with all the buffalo carcasses laid out on the Great Plains. That was me. And then I lost all my shit because I was trying to fjord the river. Of course there is. Oregon Trail, and then Zork. If you ever played Zork, then you're on the level. I thought for sure I'd get a chime in from Redstone about Zork, but the bait did not take. Being a video game programmer in some capacity. That's awesome. That is awesome. If you don't know what Zork is, it was a text based adventure game where you typed in commands and then your character, which you did not see, all you saw was a wall of text, um, would do things in the game. And so, yeah, all right, I figured as much. So you would say, like, walk forward, or pick up lamp, or look at house, and it would give you descriptions, and then you would follow your way through. It was kind of like, um, I don't know. It was kind of like playing D&D because you couldn't see anything. You had to use your imagination. Nice. Have you read Ready Player One, Redstone? Mm-hmm. 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 It was. It was. Nice. Yeah, I figured you probably would have enjoyed that. I was disappointed with the movie for sure. Although it's just nice to see anything like that put onto the screen. But yep, you're right. Yeah, the silver key. You had to complete Zork. Uh huh. Right. I didn't know that one either. Some of the Japanese references I had to just remind myself of a little bit, but I got a lot of it. Yeah, the novel was amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Every page was like Easter eggs, you know. That's the whole point of it, I guess. It's supposed to be like a nerdgasm for anyone who has any reference to video game culture or 80s pop culture or whatever. Exactly. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Read it. It's really quick. It really is. It's a pretty easy read. I was actually a little disappointed that it wasn't super uh, long. Yeah, I played Ultima Online. I think I mentioned that to you before. A friend of mine used to host a shard of Ultima, and we uh, we played kind of a Dungeons and Dragons esque version of Ultima. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice, awesome. Patzina, I played World of Warcraft for the first 7 years of it, and those were 7 years that I lost my identity completely. So I totally get you, brother. cool. Time to load up a little plum pudding, I think. Just a short one. All of this video game talk has solidified my decision to go play some Destiny 2 tonight. It's funny how time just goes. You just start hanging out and chatting and whatever, and now an hour has already elapsed. Pudding is good stuff. I tell you what. I've been tempted to crack my tin of the special reserve, but I've got so many other things to smoke right now. I can't see cracking any new tins. So I think this month is going to be October resolution month. No purchases and no cracking of tins. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to smoke through all my samples that Redstone gave me. It's going to take me probably till Christmas or so, and then we'll finally get there. Got to figure out what I'm going to smoke on my anniversary. I was thinking about throwing that Frogmorton in the bowl. Actually, Big Casper, I just ordered that Special Reserve and Mississippi River, and they're sitting on the shelf right now. So those two I've really wanted to try, but I'm going to let them sit around for a little while longer. Nice. I think Mississippi River is literally like one component away from plum pudding, from what I've heard. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe, does it have Perique in it? I don't know. Maybe not. Game Genie. One of my favorite games ever was playing Resident Evil 2 on the Sega Genesis. That was the first time I like got really immersed in a game, and I remember playing it late at night with my brother. He'd watch because he'd be just way too freaked out to play it, and just walking around with my shotgun way up, just walking around trying to blow up zombie heads. Sega Genesis, my friend. Mm-mm. Maybe it wasn't on the Sega. Maybe it was a PlayStation. Now I'm thinking of it. Hmm. Could be right. Could be right. I gotta look that up. Mm, you're right. You're right. It was. It probably was the original PlayStation then. Played a lot of Sonic on the Sega Genesis, actually. Mm. Yeah, I played the whole series. I played every Resident Evil game up to like the last one or two that they released, or some of the oddball ones that they released that were, off the beaten path. Hmm. That's what it is. So it's pretty. Yeah, it must be pretty similar. Just maybe less rich smoke coming out of there. Ultima 5. Hmm. Used to play a lot of Hot Seat Heroes of Might and Magic. I don't know if you guys ever played that. That was fun. Played EverQuest for quite some time. What other heavy hitters did I play? EQ, UO. Yeah, yeah. World of Warcraft. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be interested to try that Mississippi River. Sounds like it's right up my alley. This is not what I thought we'd be talking about in live pipe chat. That's awesome. It's good to see there's some like-minded folks out there who dabbled in video games, even secretly. Hmm. Must be you have to have a developed palate to pick it out because I've heard a lot of people say the reserve on plum pudding just tastes like regular plum pudding. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe after aging it for a little while, you'd be able to tell the difference. I don't know. Yep. Yep. It is train time. Usually hear a couple of them go by in my videos, I guess. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. It's not too far away. I mean, it's pretty far away. Excuse me. So you just can hear it sharply, probably because of the mic. But I don't know. Maybe I just tune it out. I'm just so used to it. It's like 3 or 4 blocks away. I always notice the crickets. There's no crickets on tonight, which is really strange. I don't hear anything at all. Usually in the bearded Welshman's videos, you can hear the crickets chirping really well. I like it. I think it's relaxing noise, you know. Are Dr. Greybows actually made out of briar? That's what I want to know. I don't even know if they are. Maybe. Maybe it's just low grade briar. They always sound like if you tap on them, they just sound different than any other briar pipe you've ever had. And they feel just a little different. Probably underneath this finish is just like fill after fill after fill. I actually have a Greybow, whatever, with like this giant ditch in the side of it that they were just like, ah, screw it. Someone will buy it. Mm-hmm. Well, gentlemen, it's been over an hour now. I think I've got to go get my nerd on and play some video games. About to finish this pipe out. I think we're gonna call it good. Yeah, for 35 bucks, can't beat it. Really, this is actually a nice smoker. I'm really enjoying this pipe. This is the first time I've smoked it. Threw some Orlick through it. Threw a little plum pudding through it. Smokes great. And I don't mind chewing it up and knocking it around. Probably gonna go right in my fishing vest. All right, guys. Good chatting with everybody. Glad we got to nerd out a little bit about video games. I'll catch you guys pretty soon. Oh, there it is. Good night, everybody. Take care. See you guys.